here, so here we are, Ambercon trading. So this is a company that's expanding very fast. And we got more granite. That was incredibly cheap when they first got it in, and we took advantage and bought, I think, 3 pieces. What we're looking for in tiles is, oh, they have a ton of tiles here, but they don't appear to have any wood tiles, which is what we need for our wooden floor, which is, needs to have some flex on it. So you can see they're all plastic protection at the front there.
Hi to my 2.5 million viewers. I am here to present my...
Now, if I was in my truck, I would be able to go and take advantage of some of the molding that they have here, but ain't meant to be. So you can see at the hardware store, it's really what in the UK they'd call this a builder's merchant, because all of the building stuff that you get here, they do everything from they do everything from fan belts to kitchen sinks and all the building materials that you would want there. Insulation, such as it is, insulation is not what we would, not what a foreigner would call serious insulation, but it's what's available here. How are you?
Good afternoon, I'm fine, sir.
Somebody passing saying hello. And here you see under there's a note, a slightly yellower looking piece of paper. It's a little notice that they show, and that notice says, we instruct our staff to be polite and courteous to our customers, and we would ask that you be the same to them. You afford them the same courtesy, which I think is a nice touch. Now here's a place where you can wash your hands. Now Beth has got a list of materials that she wants for House 44. As you can see, she's counting out money there. We have a credit facility here, courtesy of our friend Edgar, and we're settling up today on whatever is on the tabs, speaking like an American. So we're paying our bills and ordering up the next batch of materials for House 44.
Why do mga anggol ba rin dito? 100 mo ako itong Roast meat dyan na 1/4. Ako tunog na 1/4 mo. 60.
All of this materials, all of it, all these tiles and everything, all stays out at night. So you can see that they have their security. They have their security that comes down. Right, the folding doors comes down at night, so all of that inside is secure. But all of these tiles is just sits behind the fence there, which anybody intent on stealing could easily hop over. But when I spoke to Edgar and expressed my curiosity, I asked him, did he have much in the way of theft? And he assured me that they didn't. Let's face it, if you really wanted to come down and help yourself, well, there's nothing to stop you. Actually, this is the same place that I came once and was waiting. It used to be set up slightly differently there. You went in a little bit more where those desks are, and I was standing in there, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder. When I looked around, it was a young man in his mid-late 20s, and he handed me a 500 peso note and said, "Excuse me, sir, you dropped this." And I must have pulled it out of my pocket when I got something else out of my back pocket. So, the same as with any country in the world, the Philippines is a land of contradictions, as is anywhere in the world. I've been in the UK, been in London, and I've left a window open in my van, and somebody spotted that the window wasn't quite a sliding window in a high-ace van, and spotted that it wasn't quite closed, slid it open, and helped themselves to a very expensive power saw that was sitting there. And then I went to LA, and LA, from movies that I'd seen, I'd actually watched documentaries for LA where they had, using the same technology as the thieves, the police had put on a demonstration of how quickly they could strip a Cadillac, and they had doors off in literally in like a minute, and all the parts that could be sold again from what in the UK we'd call a scrapyard. We'd call that a scrapyard. Probably something quite different in the US, but they stripped this thing down to the bone in an incredibly short space of time. And yet, when I went and lived in San Fernando in the Silmar area, I never used to lock my door. We lived in a small complex of 64 houses. I didn't lock my door. I worked in the back of the house. I had a double garage, which formed my little studio workshop, from which I did custom furniture, and anybody could walk in the house, and that was it. Never had anything stolen. And when I had a little Golf convertible, I would leave things out in that when I went into a store with the top down, everything open, and never had anything stolen. In a pickup truck, I had tools in the back. And I used to see this with other people too, that there would be tools in the back of the pickup truck which could just be lifted out, and apparently they were left fearlessly and didn't have that automatic theft. Everywhere is a land of contradictions. So I think that we're almost done here now. What we've done is we've come down from Taliban by this tricycle here, 595, and he's going to take us back. That trip, let me see, it's about 25 kilometers because it's 6 one way. We're thinking of ourselves in Burgos in the middle. It's about 6 from here to Burgos, and then a further 18 to Taliban. So we're looking at 20, 25 kilometers, and he's brought us here. He's now waiting to take us back while we do our business, and for that he's charging us 400 pesos. 400. So work it out. It's not a huge amount of money. So we'll be moving out fairly soon. Thanks for looking in. This is a foreigner in the Philippines.